Do you want power and fuel efficiency and every feature that you can get in a Honda Civic? Well, those usually don't all come hand in hand, but you get it with the 2026 Honda Civic Sport Touring Sedan. We're gonna take it for a test drive, so join me in the passenger seat. Let's check it out. New with the 2026 Honda Civic, you're gonna see up front you have the bumper sensors. They actually raised the bumper sensors into the grille, the black part of the grille. That really helps out, sensing directly in front of the vehicle. You're gonna have forward collision, brake mitigation, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, and you have blind spot indicator. At the top of the windshield, you'll see the rain sensing wipers, and you also have the camera for the adaptive cruise control, lane departure, and lane keep assist system. And what's new and hot with Honda is this urban gray pearl color that you see. So that's been available on some of the Hondas for the past 2 years. And you get that flake look whenever the sun hits it. Looks great on the Sport Touring trim level with those 18-inch wheels, those Continental all-terrain tires as well. Moving around to the back, you see the Sport Touring badge, the hybrid badge as well, and then you have the back bumper sensors. So not only does this vehicle have a forward collision brake mitigation system, it also has low brake control. When you're going backwards, if you're gonna hit something, it'll brake the vehicle going backwards as well. And with the Sport Touring, you do have the standard remote start system from the factory on the key fob. Along with your Honda Link app, you'll have a free subscription for 3 months. That's the Honda Link remote feature. To remote start the car, you hit the lock button first and hold down the remote start button until you see your lights blink, then you can release your thumb. It'll blink back 6 times to ensure that it remote started. And right now it's bringing the cabin to a comfortable 72 degrees Fahrenheit. You do not have to precondition the heater or the air conditioner. It knows if it's cold in the wintertime, it'll turn your heated seat on for you automatically. It'll turn your front defroster, rear defroster, and your outside mirrors on. Now, smart entry, as long as you have the key fob on you, walk right up to the vehicle, put your hand through the handle, we'll unlock it. And if you do want to lock up the car, all you have to do is just tap the ridges on the top. It'll lock the vehicle up. You can even have the walk away auto locking function enabled. If you forget to lock your car, it'll lock up automatically when you walk away. Must have the key fob on you. It will not lock the keys in the car. What's really cool with the Sport Touring, with the remote key fob, you have the trunk release. All you have to do is hold that down. That will actually pop the trunk for you automatically. You can see all the space that you have inside. You do have the carpeted mats that come standard with the car. You're able to put the back seats down if you need to. You can release them from here and fold the seats down. You have 60-40 split folding seats for the back. And then just to show you, there is some cargo space underneath. You do have the fix-a-flat. No spare tires in the hybrid. So just wanted to show you that you have a fix-a-flat. In the event of a puncture, you're able to pump up the tire to get it to a service station or us to repair or replace a tire. You do have that gray funnel in there. That's new with the newer cars. I don't think I've ever shown this, but when the vehicle is unlocked, this door will pop open, and when you're at the gas pump, you just put the pump in as normal. That funnel below the cargo area is designed to add your own gasoline. So if somebody came to your rescue, you have to put the funnel in first before you would add your own gas. Otherwise, you just put the pump in at the gas station as normal. When the vehicle is locked up, so will that door. So I have it locked and now it won't open. Checking out the back seat of the Civic, you can see you got a lot of room back here. You even have a lot of head space. Something I love about Honda, even though it's a smaller vehicle, you have tons of room inside. So anybody tall sitting in the back is gonna be able to sit back here. You do have cup holders in each door here, little cargo space in the seat in front. And then you have the armrest here, and you got a couple cup holders as well for the back. All right, let's jump up front and check it out. All right, let's start this thing up. Depress the brake pedal on the floor, press the start button, starts the vehicle up, and we're up and running. So we got the hybrid. And just to explain a few things about the hybrid, you're able to see whatever you want up here on the dash. And I'll just scroll to the power flow chart right here. That'll actually show me the power that I'm getting as I'm driving, and show me the charge on a lithium-ion battery is actually here on the left. So we got 3 clicks up from the low level, and then there's the full level. And in a hybrid vehicle, this is not a plug-in, so you do not have to worry about depleting yourself of battery charge. It will not deplete itself all the way. The vehicle knows that it's getting low, and will even turn the gas-powered engine on to replenish the lithium-ion battery while we're idling. And if you decide to have the power flow chart view up here on the dash, you're going to see that on the touchscreen here as well. You have the 3 levels for the lithium-ion battery, so that's a little less than halfway charged. And as we drive the vehicle, it will replenish that lithium-ion battery through regenerative braking, which will, anytime you coast or use the brake on the floor, it's going to regenerate that lithium-ion battery back. So the best way to explain a hybrid, the gas-powered engine is still supplied by the gasoline in the vehicle, and the electric motor is supplied by the lithium-ion battery. And right now, the gas-powered engine just turned on, supplying battery power back to the lithium-ion battery so that you do not deplete yourself all the way to zero. But you can still run out of gas, so don't run out of gas on the road. Up here on the touchscreen, you do have the Apple CarPlay Android Auto integration, which is a wireless integration. So right now I have my phone connected, and I have my phone actually charging on the wireless charging port down below. All I have to do is hit Apple CarPlay, and now all the supported applications on my phone are going to show up on the touchscreen. So I can use the voice command button to bring up Siri to call anybody, text message, hands-free with punctuation, or use any of my navigation apps. So for instance, I like to use Waze as a navigation app. So I can do the voice command button here to bring up my Waze navigation app for a destination. Directions to Westmoreland Mall using Waze.
Getting directions to Westmoreland Mall using Waze.
There we go, turn-by-turn directions. Every time you update your phone, you're updating your navigation system. Now from the main screen, you do have the Google Assistants built in with the Sport Touring, okay? And you do have the Google Maps also that's standard with the vehicle as well. However, over time, I found that, you know, having your phone connection, Android users are gonna have the Google integration as well anyways. So you can use the Google Maps, or you can use your Apple Maps if you're an Apple user, or Android Auto. So you can use all three different navigation applications. So with the Google Assistants built in with the Sport Touring, you can voice command certain things. For instance, hey Google, turn up my fan speed.
Okay, turning up the fan speed for the driver by 1.
As well as, hey Google, set the temperature to 65 degrees.
Okay, changing the temperature to 65 degrees.
Or this, okay Google, turn the driver heated seat on.
Okay, turning on the seat heater for the driver.
Or this, okay Google, turn down the driver heated seat.
Got it, turning down the seat temperature for the driver by 1.
Now on the right hand side of the steering wheel, you're able to use the scroll bar and choose whatever you want to see up here on the dash. Your oil percentage safety support is going to be the Honda sensing technology, which you can turn off and on. For instance, road departure mitigation, if you don't want it on, you could turn it off here. Blind spot indicator, you do have that on the outside of each mirror. It'll blink the indicator if somebody's in your blind spot. It'll beep inside of the cabin for a second warning with the turn signal. You have your parking sensors for the front and rear of the vehicle, and then you have your forward collision brake mitigation system. Up here on the dash, you'll see it says normal. So this drive mode switch down by the shifter, I'm able to switch between sport, normal, and econ. And you actually have an individual switch, which you can actually program and customize a little bit of a sporty feel in the engine, maybe comfort for the ride, which you can customize your individual drive mode. So right now, we'll just keep it in normal, but I will switch it into sport while we're out on the road, so you can check that out. And you can see you got a lot of space underneath here. You got a change tray there. A lot of space for the middle compartment here. That obviously doubles as the armrest. So brake hold, I have a lot of clients that ask what brake hold is. So I'm going to demonstrate it. Right now I'm buckled up, and I need to be buckled up in order to use brake hold. Even before I start driving, I hit this brake hold button. It says brake hold up on the dash in the green outline and print here on the right hand side, and that lets me know the brake hold is on. Now watch what happens whenever I put the vehicle in drive. With my foot on the brake, and I have my emergency brake on, how I disable that is to depress the brake pedal on the floor and press down on that. That releases the emergency brake. But see how it says hold in bold print underneath? That's how I know I'm in drive right now and I can take my foot off the brake and we're not drifting anywhere. This is great for a hill so you don't drift in a car behind you or in front of you. All I have to do is just hit the gas to release brake hold, but it will stay in a standby mode. That way, every time I come to a complete stop, it'll lock back up for me. That way I can rest my foot at a traffic light or a stop sign or even on a hill. So we're about to take it out on the road, and I just wanted to show you a couple things here. On the left-hand side, you're going to see this charge in green. So as I drive and apply braking pressure, you're going to see that this needle will bury itself in the charging section here. And that's how I know that I'm repowering the lithium-ion battery back. Again, you cannot not do that when you're driving because the vehicle will do it on its own. Every time you coast or use the brake on the floor, it's doing that. These are deceleration paddles. This vehicle actually has more pickup torque than the Civic Si. So if anybody's out there looking for an Si and can't find one because there's not many made and not many available, you can get the Civic Hybrid. Is going to have 200 horsepower and 232 foot-pound of torque. And we're going to check that out on the road. Lastly, you have EV and ready in green. EV just lets you know that the vehicle is warmed up enough to use the electric vehicle mode, using the electric motor at lower speeds to save you on gas. And ready lets you know that the vehicle's ready to be driven. A lot of times you'll get in the hybrid and you won't know if it's on and you accidentally turn it off. So I do that even in my gas-powered vehicle. So let's take it out on the road here. So first I'm going to demonstrate the normal mode in the regular pickup that you get with the vehicle, and then I'll put it in the sport mode so you can hear it. While we're sitting here, a couple other things to note. You do have automatic lights. You can keep it on auto all the time. It'll turn your headlamps on at night, turn them off during the day. If you ever have your windshield wipers running during the daytime, it'll turn your headlamps on. That's a PA state law. And you have automatic high beams as well at night that'll automatically turn on and turn off. I just applied steady pressure to the accelerator and got a lot of power. So talk about having a lot of power in a vehicle and being fuel efficient. I mean, you're gonna get a combined 39 miles per gallon between city and highway driving. So while we're waiting here, I'm gonna put it into the sport mode. That's the fun mode. So we're gonna check this one out. When I make this turn here, when I accelerate, you are gonna hear a little difference in the sport mode. It's gonna be we're up to 60 miles an hour in no time. So right now on the power flow chart, you're gonna see I have the accelerator on and it's actually supplying a little bit of power to the battery. It's coming from, the power to the wheels is coming a little bit from the lithium ion battery and a little bit from the electric motor and the gas powered engine as well. Right now I have my lane keep assist system on. I've activated it by hitting this button right here on the right hand side of the steering wheel. And those green lines now let me know that the camera has caught view of the lines in the road. And if I start to drift, it'll just assist my steering and keep me centered in the lane that I'm actually driving down. So I've turned on my cruise control. I'm gonna set it at 60 miles an hour. I have it on the highest setting, which means it's gonna actually catch view of a vehicle a little quicker. I can bridge that gap between the car in front of me by hitting this button here. So right now we got the green, we're gonna get this light. I'm actually gonna bridge that gap between me and the car in front of me, and I felt the vehicle accelerate a little bit so it gets closer to the car in front. And it's gonna match speed of the vehicle in front of me and never let me hit the car in front. So all I do is just steer. It's gonna brake and accelerate on its own. If I ever get into a fast lane and nobody's in front of me, it'll pop me up to whatever cruise speed I had previously set. So as we come up to the traffic light, as long as you trust the traffic in front of you to stop correctly and slow down correctly, this vehicle will actually brake itself all the way down to 0 miles an hour without you touching the brakes at all. What it's really used for is what's called low speed follow. Let's say you're in heavy traffic. You could literally set your cruise control at 1 mile an hour as long as your foot's not on the brake. It'll default to 25 and never let you hit the car in front of you, and you can just steer through annoying traffic. It'll brake and accelerate on its own for you. Now in the cruise mode, the adaptive cruise, if you ever come stopped for about 4 or 5 seconds, it'll say stopped up on the dash. All you have to do is hit the res or minus button or tap the accelerator and it'll put you back in the adaptive cruise mode. So with the brand new Honda, you have the 3-year, 36,000 mile comprehensive warranty, and you have the 5-year 60 on your powertrain. Comprehensive is all the electronics and computer systems that run the car, and then the powertrain is your engine, drivetrain, transmission, all the major driving components. And with the lithium ion battery, you have an 8-year, 100,000 mile warranty from the factory. Now within the first year of ownership, Honda is offering your first complimentary maintenance at no cost to you at all, redeemable at any Honda dealership. That's going to take care of your oil change, filter change, tire rotation, and your first multi-point vehicle inspection, which is redeemable again within the first year of ownership. It will expire within a year. And with Smale Honda, we have lifetime free inspections for you here at the store in Greensburg. You also have the one-touch power moonroof. One touch all the way back, it pulls back the sunshade automatically for you. One touch all the way forward. And then you can just pull the sunshade forward if you need to. Sunglass holder up top. And then you do have this SOS button. That's the save our ship. God forbid you are in an accident and needed to call emergency services. You can pull this little tab down and hit that red button to call emergency services. Along with the 3-year, 36,000 mile comprehensive warranty, you do have roadside assistance that's standard from Honda. So in the event of a flat tire, if you ran out of gas, if you locked yourself out of your vehicle, needed a jump start tow, you do have the roadside assistance, complimentary again for 3 years of ownership for the first 3 years or 36,000 miles. If you're ever locked out of your car, the 1-800 number is on the outside of the driver's side window here. Well guys, if you want my personal opinion, I'm going to talk highly of the Civic every single day of the week and twice on Sunday. I love the Civic. I'm on my second Civic Touring, and I actually have the gas-powered Civic Touring in the 2024. They didn't offer it in the hybrid yet. So 2025 is where the hybrids came into play, and they only offer the hybrid, of course, with the top model Touring. And I can't wait to get into mine. I'm looking forward to the fuel savings. So if you guys are excited and want to take one for a ride, please visit me right here on Route 30 in Greensburg. Ask for me, Justin Thompson, or visit us online at smailhonda.com. Thanks so much for watching.